Folks, let me tell you, finding a good parking spot, it's a contact sport, especially at the mall, on a Saturday, right before Christmas. The parking lot is a battlefield with cars circling like vultures, waiting to pounce on any available space. You can almost feel the tension in the air as drivers inch forward, eyes darting left and right, hoping to spot that elusive empty spot. Okay, maybe not that bad, but you get the picture. It's a jungle out there, and only the most patient and persistent will survive. You see families with kids in tow, shoppers loaded with bags, all trying to navigate this chaotic maze. It's a test of endurance and patience, and sometimes sheer luck. So there I was, cruising for a spot, my blinker a beacon of hope in a sea of taillights. I felt like a sailor navigating through a storm, with my blinker as my guiding light. Every turn, every slow crawl forward was filled with anticipation. Would this be the row where I find my treasure? And then I saw it, a beautiful, empty, handicapped spot. It was like a mirage in the desert, a glimmer of hope in an otherwise bleak landscape. My heart skipped a beat and I could almost hear a choir of angels singing. Now, before you clutch your pearls, I have a handicap placard. Yes, I am one of those people who needs it, and I don't take it for granted. It's a lifeline for me, allowing me to do things that would otherwise be incredibly difficult. I have multiple sclerosis, you see. It's invisible. You wouldn't know it by looking at me, but it's there, affecting my every move. Some days are better than others, but on days like this, that placard is a godsend. Like my will to live after a day of Christmas shopping. But I digress. The holiday season can be exhausting, and by the end of the day, all you want is to get home and put your feet up. But first, you have to survive the parking lot. I pull into the spot, feeling that familiar pang of guilt. Even though I have every right to park there, there's always that little voice in the back of my mind, questioning if I really need it today. It's a constant battle between my pride and my reality, like I'm getting away with something. It's a strange feeling, knowing that you need something but still feeling like you're taking advantage. It's a mix of relief and guilt, and it's something I deal with every time I use that placard. Little did I know, the real show was about to begin. Just as I was about to get out of my car, I noticed someone approaching. The look on their face told me that this was not going to be a pleasant encounter.
And so, the stage was set for an unexpected confrontation. The parking lot, already a place of tension and stress, was about to become the scene of a dramatic showdown. Stay tuned to find out what happens next.
Out of the corner of my eye, I see her. She's hard to miss, really. A whirlwind of leopard print and indignation, striding through the parking lot like she owns the place. Hairspray holding her hair higher than her moral ground, defying gravity and common sense. She's power walking towards me, purse swinging like a weaponized baguette, ready to strike. This, my friends, was a certified grade A Karen. The kind you hear about in legends and memes.
"Excuse me, you can't park there. That's for handicapped people," she yells, her voice piercing the air.
Now, I'm tempted to say something snarky, something that would put her in her place. Honey, you clearly haven't seen the inside of this car after a road trip. It's a disaster zone. We're all handicapped in here in more ways than one. The exhaustion is real. But I take the high road. I breathe deeply, trying to calm the storm inside me. Or at least I try to before my legs decide to remind me who's boss. The pain shoots up, making me wince.
And thus, the confrontation began. A clash of wills in the most unlikely of battlegrounds, a parking lot.
I open the car door slowly, the look on her face, priceless. It's like I pulled a rabbit out of a hat, a very confused, slightly disabled rabbit. I grab my cane, a trusty companion that's seen more drama than a daytime soap opera.
Now you might think this is where she apologizes. You might think she slinks away, tail between her legs.
"Well, you don't look handicapped," she mutters with a sniff. Her eyes narrow as she scans me up and down, clearly searching for some visible sign of my supposed deception. The audacity in her tone is almost palpable, like a slap in the face.
This, folks, is what we call a classic Karen backpedal. It's that moment when someone realizes they've overstepped but can't quite bring themselves to apologize. Instead, they double down, hoping their indignation will mask their ignorance. The verbal equivalent of trying to put toothpaste back in the tube, messy and ultimately futile. You see, once those words are out, there's no taking them back. The damage is done, and all that's left is the awkward aftermath.
I smile, a gesture that takes more effort than you'd think. It's a practiced smile, one that hides the frustration bubbling beneath the surface. It's the kind of smile you give when you're trying to be the bigger person. Bless your heart, I drawl, channeling my inner Southern belle. It's a phrase that carries a world of meaning, depending on how it's delivered. In this case, it's a polite way of saying, "You have no idea what you're talking about." You know, they say looks can be deceiving. It's a gentle reminder that appearances aren't everything. Just because you can't see someone's struggles doesn't mean they aren't there. Kind of like assuming someone's health based on a parking spot. It's a flawed logic, one that overlooks the complexities of invisible disabilities. Not all ailments are visible to the naked eye.
She sputters, opens and closes her mouth like a goldfish trying out for the opera. It's almost comical watching her struggle to find a retort. But there's no coming back from this. Then with a huff, she turns on her heel and marches away. Victory, sweet, sweet victory. It's a small win, but in moments like these, it feels monumental. Sometimes the best response is a simple, well-placed phrase. And that, my friends, is how you handle a Karen in the wild. Did I mention this happens more often than you'd think? It's like they have a sixth sense for invisible disabilities, and a seventh sense for being completely oblivious. If you want to see more of my adventures in the handicap parking jungle, be sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video. You'll be doing your part to combat bad parking and even worse attitudes. But in all seriousness, folks, this whole experience got me thinking. We live in a world that's quick to judge, slow to understand. Just because you can't see someone's disability doesn't mean it's not there. So next time you see that handicap parking spot, remember, it's not about the parking, it's about compassion. The disabled would gladly park somewhere else if the Karens of the world would take their disability. And maybe a little bit about karma, because trust me, Karen will get hers, eventually.